Everything's taken care of, right?
I didn't find any corrections, additions.
Okay.
So, you have a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Call for a vote.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bull's eye.
Haley, what can you tell me about the appointments to the Rural Addressing Board?
Yeah, so Ron and I kind of talked about that yesterday too a little bit. What did we find out? So we, as a board, you guys appoint a member, and it was Gary McKenna, and he did agree to stay on that board.
He's on the 911 and
Yeah.
the rural addressing,
But then that was that something separate?
that's the one that had Randy Forsyth and Scott Hansen.
And I don't know if it's just something we need to update. We haven't addressed it in a few years. I know Randy did help once he was not reelected sheriff. He did help do our 911 addressing for a while. But now it's kind of done through, is it Don
Dean.
Markland and
Dean.
Dean? Yeah.
Dean.
So, but Dean said he would continue to help.
So let's put Dean and Don on there.
Okay?
Okay. And then Gary will be your appointee for the, and
911.
we're just leave that as is.
Yep.
So those are two separate, I guess.
Yep.
So do you want to make that?
Yeah, I'll make the motion to have Dean Verba and Don Markland on the rural addressing board.
I'll second.
Okay, call for a vote on that one.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bull's eye.
Okay, so we'll get that part cleaned up. Do you want this EasyCog thing to have for any while you're looking at that one?
For which one?
EasyCogs.
Okay, I got that. Hey, don't run away. I'll give you this. All right? I'll
Oh.
explain it right now. Since our mayor from Atkins retired, did not run again, we have a vacancy with the EasyCog board, and I found that Doug Bodyker from Newhall, mayor of Newhall, is willing to serve, willing to show up. So, and I guess I'm willing to serve again.
Awesome.
And I think everything else stays the same,
Pretty much, yep. Because we had the,
because Mark Erickson is still with the transportation, he's up. And of
did
course
we
he's-
move Cecilia to be the regular and the other one the alternate or something on that one?
Yes,
On the trails or something?
the only one I did not talk to is Gary Benson.
Want me to send him a message, see?
I know Doug Bodyker will be a good addition. I've worked with him on committees before. He's a stand-up guy.
Do you want me to send Gary a text quick and see if he
Would ya?
wants it? Because what is that board that he's on? EasyCogs, what is it? Is it policy?
Yep, policy committee.
Okay, I'll see if he'll answer during the meeting then.
Well, for a while we're waiting, Barb, 9:05.
I'd like to set a land use hearing for Ethan Henry for Tuesday, February 3rd, 9:15, please.
It's jamming out there.
Is that what that's, I'm okay.
He's jamming.
Richard was dancing earlier.
I would make a motion to settle land use hearing for Ethan Henry at 9:15 on February 3rd.
I'll second that.
Call for a vote.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bullseye.
Done. And while she is sitting there, we'll acknowledge Barb's retirement.
At least she thinks we will.
Congratulations.
How many years total, Barb?
40.
40. Wow.
Started here in 1985 at $5.15 an hour.
Wow.
No kidding.
Ow!
So when everybody's complaining about their salaries and everything, work up.
40 years is a long time.
That's a long time.
I'm in my 27th year, so I don't know if I'm gonna stick it out 13 more years.
That's a long time.
Good for you, Barb, I'm excited.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you've done for the counties.
You're welcome.
Which is a lot.
Very much appreciated.
Thank you.
All right, we got them two done.
Did we get some new Board of Health members or not, Ron?
Yes.
Did you formally do that?
What's that?
You didn't formally acknowledge that.
Okay,
Sorry.
can I have a vote?
I would like to acknowledge Barb's retirement.
Second?
Okay, call for a vote.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bullseye.
See, we didn't acknowledge it, you have to come back. Kind of slide it through you.
No, thank you.
Not a chance, she
Well.
says.
Okay, do you want to do the Board of Health right now?
Yeah, Typer Card, she's currently serving. She is the president. Chairman of the board. She has agreed to do another term. We had an application from Tracy Bruns. Tracy will be replacing Jessica Fairbanks, who says she doesn't have with her employment, she doesn't have the time right now. She said maybe in a few years she could come back and help again. I'd like to thank her for her past help.
Absolutely.
And we have a PA that is filling in the, possibly two PAs that are filling in the application to Carl Holmes would like to get off. And I assume Haley will have them within a day or two, and we'll be able to approve those next week.
Do you want to, Haley, wait until we get all of them, or do you want to do the two?
It's up to you. I mean, I would think you'd want to continue on so Ty can continue if she's going to be our president of the board, correct?
Yeah, they'll set that Friday, I believe, so will you know by before Friday?
I would make the motion to approve Ty and Tracy on the Health Board of Health.
Okay,
I'll second that.
call for a vote.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bullseye.
Okay, and then we'll do the other one when I get that.
I would imagine sometime this week.
Okay.
See you.
Thanks, Barb.
Have a great day,
Welcome.
Barb. Thanks.
Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you. Yep. Yep.
Nothing yet from Gary?
I've never actually attended, so if you can find someone you would prefer. I don't know how often those honestly Do you guys know how often those meetings meet when they're on those different committees?
The Transportation Committee, I only think it's once or twice a year.
Not very often. Yeah.
This, what board is this?
The policy committee
For easy
for
call.
Easy Cog.
Oh,
Here, take this one.
I've got it, I have it in here.
somewhere.
How about we do this? How about we just nail the ones down that we got? And then come back in and fill.
Just fill a vacancy later.
How's that sound? All right. Well, I'll make a motion, we're gonna reappoint Kate Robertson. Her time is up. Me, I guess, I'm gonna stay. The other two guys will be alternates.
Yep, that's fine. Do you have an extra copy, is that what you have?
Yeah, I got one.
Cool, thank
And then Doug voted.
Gary will leave off for right now on the policy committee. And then Ron is actually the alternate
Yep.
for the policy committee. So we'll have to find somebody here. And
I know somebody that likes policies.
You talking about me?
And there she is. She just walked in the door.
Not you.
Oh, not
I was
me.
waiting, yeah, I was.
Oh, you were? Oh.
I was teasing.
No, man.
I won't throw it at you.
and then Mark Erickson. He'll be on the PTAC representative, Region 10. He's up. I guess we gotta look for somebody to help Randy Shield. We haven't done that yet. And then also Dan McKenna, he'd be the alternate for the TTAC Region 10. And that's it. So we're only gonna find at least 2 able bodies. So that's my motion.
I'll second that.
Call for a vote.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bull's eye.
And then I'll send that, I'll scan that in.
Yep. I'll put it in a folder. How's that?
Perfect.
Okay, Deanna.
Morning.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Deanna Robinson. I'm a housing planner at ACCOG, and as of this year, I have been fortunate enough to have the opportunity to serve as the director for the East Central Iowa Housing Trust Fund as well, following the retirement of Tracy Achenbach. So I have tremendously huge shoes to fill. Yes, you're all laughing, you know. And I'm sorry, I will not have any of the jokes or stories that Tracy may have brought you in the past. I will try harder for next year, though. As you might remember, we're funded through Iowa Finance Authority grant, which we apply for each year. This year, the grant amount was $440,000 well, gosh, you see the amount there. Anyway, the match amount of 25% this year was $110,042. We rely upon each of the 4 counties in our region to help us meet that amount. We also pair that with private sector dollars. Each year, most years, it's usually been the Federal Home Loan Bank. Our ask this year is $5,986. I did get that amount right. It has not changed from last year because our grant from IFA was remained basically the same amount this year. Since 2011, we've been able to commit more than $5 million to housing initiatives in the four-county region. In 2025, we assisted 4 households in Benton County. Those were rehab projects. About $65,000 were spent there. There was an additional project as well that was awarded in 2024 and actually paid out in 2025, which was a down payment in Anderson Creek, $30,000 for a local school teacher. More exciting than what we have done in 2025 is what I think is coming up for 2026 for us. We have two initiatives. The first is we applied for and were awarded a home down payment assistance. Our local match of $20,000 was resulted in a $2,006 award, which will provide down payment assistance for probably about 5 households in the region. The maximum per household is $37,000. The actual awards will depend on what we find needs to be mitigated. If there's any lead or radon or any issues like that, we'll have to address those before awarding the down payment amount. Very consequentially to the area in the next year, you'll be among the first to know, because we're still in the negotiation stage with HUD. ECOG, we partnered with ECOG, who wrote a grant for a HUD lead hazard reduction grant, and we were notified that we did receive that award. Yes, yeah, very big news. Yes, it's a $3.1 million award for the region. It is the entire ECOG region. The rural communities will lead in this grant. The greatest amount of need is there. The Housing Trust Fund was able to dedicate a $100,000 match, which leveraged $1 million in this grant fund. So the houses that the Housing Trust Fund will be funding will largely be for the roofs and other critical repairs that those houses might need, foundation repairs. That $100,000 will be dedicated to that, while the HUD money will go towards the actual lead mitigation for the homes that are in Benton County. We anticipate about 90 households in the region to be assisted with the grant funds through the year 2029. We thank you for your support. Benton County Public Health did prepare a letter of support for us with that application, which we greatly appreciate. And I know that our housing director, Paula Mitchell, will probably be getting in touch with the Public Health Department by the spring, to start rolling that program out, working with with them, who they identify the families where the lead is detected in the blood levels of their children, who up until now have had nowhere to turn when that has happened. Now we have this grant funding, so we can help address that problem and help those families out. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, that was only with young children in the household, not everybody in the county.
No, you have to have children under the age of 6. For only 90% of the funds have to go towards children in homes where the children are under the age of 6. Now, if a grandparent babysits their children, if the children spend a significant amount of time in the home for any reason, then they would be eligible. So the majority of the money, yes, will have to be earmarked for that. I think most of those projects will be identified through the Public Health Department, targeting those homes with children first. The match money, though, will help with some of those homes that don't have children as well, too. We'll be able to help them.
Just want to clarify that.
Yeah, that would be the priority, but it won't rule anyone out. Yeah, we'll try and help everybody. And also, I forgot to mention, the biggest part of that grant, too, is the lead abatement training and certification. We anticipate that will be for about 10 contractors and about 30 workers, which is huge. You know, the saying, when you know better, you do better. We know that many of our contractors don't properly address lead in the home when they work, so this will really help our construction workers and companies in the area too, so that they don't make a matter worse when there's lead in the homes, which is the case in most of them. I also provided you, I'm a big data person, kind of a data nerd at ECOG these days. I provided you all with the data that we used to substantiate the need. I don't like to gatekeep data. It's really good information, and I hope you look at it when you have time, because it'll really help you with conversations you have when you're promoting the program and getting that started for us, helping us in the spring. Any other questions?
Any questions, gentlemen?
No.
Thank you. We appreciate the time and your support.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
So can I ask a question on these? Do people, when they go to apply for the lead and stuff, do they just reach out to you then?
Yeah, it's very early stages right now. More information will be forthcoming about how to apply. It probably won't be me who they reach out to. I won't be the point person, but you can always
start.
Contact me as a start. Yeah, and
I
I'll
know
get
some
them to
people
the
hear
right
our
person.
meetings and might start questioning, so.
Yeah. We're not really ready to roll it out until spring. We'll be back in touch with more information.
That's good information.
Yeah.
And this is another, in my opinion, another one of the groups that for the money they're asking and for the return that the county gets, this is a really good deal for us.
Okay, thanks, Dean. Karen, you should come along too.
What did we get? 2 or 3 new houses out of that deal?
Oh, we got a lot. I couldn't even tell you how many houses did we actually bankroll here on the south end of town here? Was it?
Anderson Estates?
Yeah,
Ooh.
wasn't it 7 or 9?
Yes. It's been a number of years that we have
Yeah.
added to that, yeah.
And I don't even want to say what was the money that they give on the first down payment.
It started with 20 and then
Yeah.
it went up to 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That the individuals qualify for?
Better back for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Karen.
All right, well, I'm Karen Kurt, I'm the Executive Director of ECOG, and I hope to continue the theme of, wow, we get a lot of value for what we put in. So ECOG, as seasoned supervisors know, we do planning. A big part of what we do is trying to identify and leverage state and federal resources for our region, share technical services, promote regional collaboration, and then when there's a disaster, we're sort of on steroids. And of course, we had a disaster here in 2020 with the derecho coming through, and we are still doing derecho recovery work in both Lynn and Benton counties. And so I shared the summary. Our impact sheet for the last year shows the amount invested, the projects that we worked on, and then on the back you can actually see the grant administration, and then we call it a return on investment. The reality is that our grants can span multiple years, so this isn't a perfect number, but we worked on about over $5.3 million worth of grants that were only in Benton County. That's highly unusual. That does reflect the derecho work that we've been doing. But I hope it shows that the importance of the organization, and then you can also see sort of the wide variety of activities that we do. I do have last year's annual report. If you haven't seen this, I'm happy to share another copy. But our new annual report will also be coming out.
I'm a white animal.
Yeah.
Our new annual report will be coming out shortly, so you'll be able to see the updated 2025 version.
I like how they resurfaced County Road too, that one. I forgot about that one. That was a good project.
I I know that county budgets are getting tighter. We hear about that all the time. And so part of me, you may not know this, but I'm stepping down in April of this year. Part of me worries that people will think, well, ECOG is largely self-sufficient. Why do we need to give any money to ECOG? And I want you to know that there's two fundamental reasons why we need those contributions. One is that they serve as a grant match for our EDA grant. So when we get our county contributions, we immediately double that money through an ongoing EDA grant. And that really helps support all of the outreach that we do, all of the educational activities we do, and some of kind of our initial grant writing. So obviously it takes time to go out and meet with Norway. It takes time to go out and meet with Urbana, and that really helps support all of those efforts, as well as our Turbo Talks, our annual local government conference, and things of that nature. The second reason is that with grants, which largely support our organization, we cannot recoup any cost to what I call standing the organization up. So the work that we do, that our board does, we do just support our board, our governance. None of those are costs that we're able to recoup. So your contributions, as well as our other founding counties' contributions, really provide that foundation that enables us to exist and do the rest of our work. So I am happy to answer any questions you might have about the work that we've done, or try to. Obviously, I've got great team members who really, my knowledge is about this deep, and their knowledge is this deep, so.
So Bruce, this is the amount we, as a member, pay in separate. So those other entities are all separate.
All separate.
Yeah, so this is the amount, like basically to be a member of ECOG, Benton County.
Okay.
And we're a 28E organization, so you are a founding county for our organization.
It's kind of our annual dues, I would say. Let me see.
Well, I was mayor of Norway for 4 years, and I was in on the ground level of the sewer grant and the backup generator. So I worked with ECOG a lot during that role, and it was always very pleasant.
Good.
I appreciate
Glad to
it
hear
very
that.
much. You got a lot of information that we don't know at that level, and you guys step in and help us out. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had a clue.
Yeah, and really local communities cannot manage CDBG grants on their own. They're incredibly complicated.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
That's involved.
We have currently with the tree grant right now.
Yeah.
So they're helping us.
All right.
But yeah,
All right. As a female, I would just want to note that you guys have made some major improvements to this room, and it looks awesome. I know not everyone would notice that, but.
Well, this has been Bruce's idea for the little skirts.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm a big difference from the last time I was here.
Thank you. We did clean it up a little bit too.
well, thanks, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate all that you do for us and your service, Tracy.
Well, good luck on your retirement. Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're like
Still more than
Tracy.
Karen. It hurts.
I'm sure they're only a phone call away.
A text.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Have a great day.
I'm standing at back issues right now, so.
Hey, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Is sheriff gonna show up, I'm guessing?
I'm not sure, but you have the resolution regardless if they show up.
Yeah, treasurer, budget, present. You give that to us, didn't you?
Yep,
And I-
easy. Pretty sure I gave him the most recent.
Yeah. I kept forgetting to take the money out, the extra one. I kept adding it to this one and it didn't come to
That little budget wizard is pretty slick.
Just put it in.
Just keep reading. I don't like go through the first one. If you would have highlighted like which field, then I could have just went in that one. I just tell it whole column. So yeah, I always double check the reports after I do those. just in case.
Haley, do you have that? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, that letterhead?
Yeah,
Yeah. You just want the supervisor's point.
yeah. Just do a little simple copy and paste thing.
Yeah, and if you can't print over there, let me know.
Okay.
Squirrel brain, all over the place.
Where did I put
Today's,
it? Yeah.
hers was yellow, I think, the treasurer's tab said yellow.
Yeah, but I didn't put the attachment.
Hey, once it gets to you guys, I'm not responsible.
No, I get it, no, I understand that 100%. I'll find it. It's not that much in here yet.
Like your budget actually went down.
And my income went up.
I see that.
Not a lot,
No,
because this is
but-
really our first year with that whole extra fee thing, so.
Everybody find it?
Got it.
Got it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Did the state come up with more money for you guys for the registration
Yeah.
of auto? Did
Not
it?
the registration, the titles we get to keep the $10 additional fee. Liens are an extra $10. Use tax, we collect our normal, whatever it was, $2.50 plus the extra 10. So we collect, that's a little bit of the income. Registration fees, no, we still keep the same amount that we always get on that part.
Now, when them other counties, correct me if I'm wrong, other counties come in here, I'm not picking on anybody else, but, they end up getting a Benton County license plate then?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Because that's what we have. So if they end up where they come here to do their title and then they want their own county, they have to go back and pay $5, turn the Benton County plate in and pay $5 to get another. Most of them don't care when they come here, so,
So it really doesn't
no,
mean anything, does it?
no.
Other than if you
The
meet them on
states,
the road, hey, Benton County. yeah.
the states talked about removing the county names from the plates too
Oh,
because
really?
of it. But they haven't pulled the trigger on it yet.
Think they'll ever go to just one plate on the back and nothing on the front?
No.
A lot of states around do that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think Iowa will. And we're at the end of the summer, we were at 30% out-of-county driver's license. So we've collected a lot of out-of-county driver's license fees.
And they don't bat an eye on that
No.
$10 fee, do they?
No.
That based on the fact that they can make an appointment, come here and get it done and in and out.
Because Cedar Rapids is usually scheduled like 3 weeks out.
Oh,
I mean, we get busy and sometimes it might take us a week, but usually we can have them in within a couple days, so. Yeah, they'll come here.
yeah.
So that's helped generate a little bit of income.
This year, you are right on the money at 50% for budget used halfway through the year.
I was just trying to pull that up.
I try to be.
She does all the, I explain all the postage that has to come through on her stuff. But each department uses that machine and stuff.
And I may not have budgeted enough for postage with the election coming up, but
So that to
one's
me is
hard.
kind of a twofold. She has to show it in hers because the postage machine is through her. But then in return, we bill out each department.
Oh,
So I do get some,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
ends up working its way out, but
Okay.
But like if we do a big mailing, like tax statements, or like when I do the budget mailing, I'll use the mail services.
yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hard to budget for an election knowing how many primary, but it's this year's primary, I mean, this fiscal.
Because the next
You
one's
might want
in-
to talk with Gina on that and make sure to compare, but we'll go off of like.
I looked back at the
History.
presidential one, and I'm like, we were over maybe a couple thousand, which I had plenty in there to,
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it. Because the last one was a big one.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be hard to tell though, honestly.
No, and this year, it just be coming up will be the governor, so it's
Yeah,
not like
it
it's
shouldn't be as-
presidential.
It won't be as many. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't have no more questions.
I do not,
Nothing jumps out at me.
absolutely not.
Tried to keep it simple.
It was simple.
Okay.
Well, and like you said, you get to show some of the
Yeah.
revenues in yours this year.
That
I
helps.
remember who she's dealing with. Simple's good.
I like simple.
Well, thanks, Melinda.
Yep.
Thanks,
Thank you very much.
Oh, you sent it. You sent it with the unpicked later. I'll stop it and go.
Well,
Thank
any
you.
reports?
I didn't have anything last week.
There is an upcoming, see if I can find it. The project they started with, at Haycap, their Northwest Center, I believe they call it. And they're having an open house from 5 to 7.
We'll chat with you afterwards.
And that is on Wednesday, the 14th.
Morning.
It's at 230 10th Street Northwest, if anybody's interested in going.
And tonight you were the one going, right?
Yes. Yes, I am.
You said
Say
it.
I sent
Very
you,
good.
Yep, that's what you said.
I sent you a message
Yep.
late last night.
That's fine.
Just me.
I'll see how I'm doing.
You don't have to go.
So it's 6:30, not 6?
Yes,
Okay,
you don't have to go. I told you today.
perfect.
Haley, did you get the email on about the 21st, the OSHA?
The OSHA recording? I think I get those. I sent it to Alicia, I think.
Yeah. Where Troy?
The safety one?
Yes. He changed that from, he moved it to the 21st?
Did that come directly from him?
Yes,
Yes.
I got it too. Did you get it?
I might not have. It might have went right to the,
Yeah, Tracy's listed on it, I am.
Yeah.
no, will you forward that to me?
Yeah, no.
There's a webinar, right?
Yeah.
That's the way I
Yeah.
read it.
Because I would like somebody at least to watch it in my office.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
What time and day is that one?
That was the 21st,
Was on Martin Luther King Day.
and then they moved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
to
I
the
did,
21st,
now you
which
said
is a
it.
Wednesday, and I'm trying to find what time that thing is.
I forget now, we're not used to having that holiday off. We're used to having President's Day.
Yeah.
I don't see the time in here yet, maybe he's gonna forward that here when it gets closer.
scheduled for March 24th and 25th. Troy has OSHA webinar scheduled January 19th at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So you should get a Teams link if you register.
Right.
So it's the 19th.
10 a.m.
That's in March, correct?
January, and then there's another one in March. So there's 2 dates on that one.
I don't see an invitation on here, though. Is there one in that email I forwarded?
Yeah, normally you'll get the thing and then you'll have to respond to get the Teams link.
Yeah, but there's no,
Maybe Judy will have
That'll
to.
be-
I bet you Judy will send that out. Since it's been changed, I bet she'll send that out.
Yeah, and then the one in March will be held at Holmes Murphy in Waukee. Because that's a 10-hour course.
All right. 2 minutes ahead of schedule, so let's do Resolution 26-3. What can you guys tell me about what you want to hire?
Sorry, you're talking to us?
Yes.
Sorry, I missed that. So the 2 jail hires, one is it's a replacement, Ethan Hepker. We'll start at $22.80, has no prior experience. And the second one is the extra that we got permission to hire a couple months ago because of issues, and that's Dawson Frett. And he'll start at $27.13. He's got 3 years of experience. Do you guys have that in front of you?
They have the resolution.
Okay, yeah. And actually, I think they start tomorrow.
So Dawson's actually a replacement also.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, Dawson Frett.
When we came in a couple months ago, we asked if we'd get an additional jailer due to the staffing levels and,
One's gonna be going to the military, or is it? Yeah. And the overtime is just, it's killing us.
Okay.
This will cut back on the overtime.
Yes. Yes.
None of that.
All right, I'll take a motion to approve it.
I'll make the motion to hire Ethan Hepker. Starting wage would be $22.80 an hour. And Dawson Frett, starting wage would be $27.13 an hour.
I'll second.
Okay, call for a vote.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bull's eye. Do you have one, Ron? You need to sign?
No, I wrote on it.
Well, it's a good thing you gave me another copy, see? That's-
Yeah.
That was a candle. It is.
Just for you.
I thought it was a candle.
Is that your copy?
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys, have a great day.
You also.
Thank you. Thank you.
Or Ron, do you want to give it to me?
Yep.
Before you leave. And I don't
Did we do this historical preservation yet?
Thank you.
No.
You too.
I even crossed it off, crossed the wrong one. Oh, now I remember. The two that are on there do not want to be reappointed.
On historical preservation?
Yes. So,
I
they
made-
have a member, right?
They have a member that believes he has a couple people interested, and they're working on the application stuff.
What I have found out is that the state requires a board of 5.
Yep.
So the other two are, it's not a mandatory thing that they get filled.
Okay.
Cities require 3. I mean, if it doesn't happen right away, they can still operate just fine. And actually, with 5, it's easier for them to form a quorum than it is with 7. To try to get that many people here. But as far as replacing those two, there's really nothing on fire
No,
when it comes to that.
no.
Because the state says 5.
So let's do it this way. Let's table that, since it's on the agenda,
For the historic preservation.
and we'll wait to put it on until you hear
Until we
from
get something
somebody
from,
on the historical society.
Yep.
And then we'll get it on the agenda instead of kicking the can down the road all the time.
Nope, that's
Okay.
right.
That'll work?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll make a motion to table the appointments of anybody to the Benton County Historical Preservation.
I'll second.
Call for a vote.
Tippit, aye.
Seaman, aye.
Bullseye.
No public,
Yeah, scared away.
so budget work, we kind of touched on that yesterday a
Yep.
little bit. So I don't foresee anything today that we gotta touch on.
Nope, are you good with everybody so far, like ECOG putting those amounts correctly
Yes.
in?
The only thing, did Karen fill out one of them forms?
Well, for that renewal, no, because that one's different. That's kind of
Okay.
like, that's our
Okay.
annual fees, basically. Yeah, so that one's a no.
Okay,
That one's just kind of like, if you want to stay in the 2080, we
that
need
should go in our
Yep,
file.
yep.
But Deanna's in there already, so.
I think all the, next week we have, let me look at next week's agenda. So I'm gonna start, everybody's budget's due to me by Friday. The departments, so like Melinda, I do have Lex's already done. But once they start coming in and presenting, then just every board meeting, I'm just gonna start scheduling everybody.
Okay.
Good.
My goal is to get through them in January, have you guys act on, some of those bigger things, and you can really dive in for levies and stuff.
And they're all pretty straightforward until you get to my roads, and then you go back and forth and around. And I don't know how he keeps track of
I
that.
don't know how that guy does that. That's such a convoluted, money coming in from this, leaving here, this coming in.
This guy worked an hour on this project, so we have to pay him out of this, but
I don't know how that,
DOT codes,
yeah.
don't know how that,
yeah. Next week, I said we had their sure partners will be here.
Yes.
I haven't heard anything about the applications and interviews for replacing Deb.
I think they're working on that.
They are working
Yeah,
on it.
I think they've already chosen who they're gonna interview.
Really? Alicia's been helping with that. Awesome. Awesome.
Yep, that's already moving forward.
And I think that's about all I can think of right now.
Be okay with how I'm running the budgets to you as we go and then?
Yes,
put it in?
yes,
very much so.
yes.
It's hard for me to predict numbers until I get everybody's amounts to put in.
The only thing I would like at the end, before we start deliberating on all things, that if you can make just one list of be like Easy Cog, the East Otter Trust Fund, the WMA,
All those outside ones.
just put them on one sheet of paper and the amount.
Yep, I already kind of do that.
Good.
For when I send the
Good.
claims to the
Instead
girls.
of me thumbing through all the paperwork that they applied for, it'd be so much easier to.
Yep, I'll just probably show you my claim forms that we do, so.
Yeah, that would be so much easier for me just to look at the price, if there's any way we can cut any of them.
Because the only one that I pay out of lost is BDG, some of that comes out of local option sales and service.
Okay. Kate hasn't been here, of course, but I think, didn't she have a form filled in there?
Yep, she has not come to present, no.
Yeah,
Usually she does.
yeah, she usually brings the board members,
I think she's one of the last ones out of those that need to come in.
yeah.
'Cause Wayne from Belle Plaine, he really doesn't. He just presented it, sent it in.
Oh,
Wayne
yeah,
Prezak.
yeah, Wayne Prezak.
But there's one down this year too.
Okay.
Watershed one, yeah, like brainstorming, but. And then what we're gonna do with the insurance and
When's he zooming in?
next week.
Next week.
But as far as the other insurance, I'm talking about the risk pool
Right.
and then the maintenance agreement.
Did you happen to think of checking on Cedar Valley Ranch on the rental?
Lease?
Yes.
No, but I
Is
will.
that up?
Let's
I
pull it
remember
up.
you made the comment
Let's-
yesterday or Friday,
I did yesterday, let's look at that.
and I did not take time at home and look at my copies.
I just don't wanna like be late or
Yep,
notice them. So we did it in a 3-year. Okay, so we're end of March 27, so we got one more year.
okay,
Because then we'll have
what I
to
thought.
go out for bids and stuff on that again.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Because normally this is the time of year we would do that, because don't you have to give them the proper notice?
No,
We don't have to do that anymore.
we changed that because I got that, the
Wording.
previous county attorney, I had him add that in on the contract that for September, your lease is null and void.
Okay,
It does not roll over. Because the landfill is, copied that now with
Okay.
their ground.
all right, so,
That way you don't have to send them a registered
Okay.
letter.
How big a spot is out here?
60-some acres,
Okay.
we've had the same tenant for
yes,
about 6 years now.
as long as I've been there. So I guess that's about it. I think to get all my questions answered.
Did you have a preference on any of those reports I sent, one way or the other?
I like the one with the percentage in it.
That's,
The budget worksheet one, the
Yeah.
regular one, okay. The one you're most familiar with.
Yes.
right.
The other one was detail versus budget, but it breaks it out and shows you every.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't print that. 300 and...
300 some bit. I told Ron, I said, I'm going to forward that to my other email on the computer that has a big screen,
I know.
so that I can,
That's the problem, like when I'm remoted in at home on these little laptops, it's like, ooh, let's magnify that.
yes. And one I have 2 screens, so I
Yeah.
can really get a good, otherwise.
That one, it just shows like, because that's what we sent to the audit firm, like, because like when Tracy was talking about like some of those line items have no activity, but they have budgeted amounts.
Mhm.
But as long as that department head stays within, at the very end, under that function or service area, like, they might not have any activity in that line item, say it has 2,000, but they go over in another line item, but that basically cushions it. Because even if they, say they go out and buy office supplies, but they're low on that budget line item, that doesn't mean they can code it for like electrical or utility. We still have to pay it out of the proper line item. So that's why there's, some of those have money in them but don't use them, it's just for,
And you just move the money down,
yeah.
around. Well, I've made this thing mad.
Use your-
You have a love-hate relationship with that thing.
Up at the top, it says Outlook, not responding. I thought, what have I done?
Alright, so is there any other, like, do you want to do a timeline, or what are your goals and, like, having all the amounts in?
Well, I like the idea of getting through everything in January. Get run through everybody's budget. I mean, so far, everybody's been right where we've asked them to be.
I mean, that to me is what will help me in understanding, like, when you want to look at, like, what the total revenue we can bring in, and we want to keep that expenditure within. I mean, until I get everybody's worst-case scenarios put in, then I can start giving you the whole picture.
I would personally like to be able to get our reserve back up a little bit.
I mean, our fund balance is just, or committed, you want to start doing some committing projects funds.
Yes. I think we've got some things that we need to get done, but we just, like for Dave's building, you know, put this in your budget, but keep the bottom line. Well, he put money in there for 20
And
years.
some of that we can put under capital projects. I mean, if you consider it a big capital project in the dollar amount.
Yeah. Okay.
How many more years we got left to pay on the radio towers?
2. I just had that, let me pull up that payment schedule, I just had it up.
What's that payment a year?
I think it's $189,000 a month.
Well, we pay it twice a year, actually.
I'm trying to get my wall of shame at my house
What's
cleaned
that?
up. I still got the contract, that's 300 and some pages.
Oh, from Raycom?
Yes.
You should keep those drawings.
Okay, the payment schedule. Our last payment will be in 2029. So for this current fiscal year, our principal is $720,000, interest is $90,450, for a total of $810,450. So that comes out of our debt service.
Mhm.
So we can only levy debt service if we have GO bonds or debt like that, so. And that's kind of where I was going with, you know, some cities and counties have more than one GO, not that we want to borrow, but if we got to a bind and say that needs done sooner than later, you could go out for bonds and borrow the money,
I would just soon not do that.
yeah.
Not if we can come up with
That all help.
a plan.
1.5% interest.
Yeah, so we.
1.5?
Yeah, we did very well.
90,000 interest, she said. Can you imagine if we were paying 6%?
That's crazy.
Yeah, we
It's
really,
not doable.
we really lucked out at that.
We locked it in. I was a big pusher of that, locked it in.
Right.
I kind of wish we would have
The
bonded
paper
for
was
more
even
at that time.
signed.
So is it at 6% now?
No,
No?
it's locked in at the.
No, but I mean, but new.
Yeah,
New is at 6?
yeah.
Oh!
I don't know what would we have to pay that much too?
I would say we'd be banging 4 or 5 at least.
Yeah.
I remember we had to go, we had to go through a lot.
Ooh.
of bonds.
It's a big dollar amount. So creating a fund to try to offset starting now.
Well, it's not really a fund we create, because we
Well,
can't.
it's just-
But what we do is at the end of the fiscal year, so like at the end of the fiscal year, and say, like, when I budget for election equipment, I put it in my budget every year. Say I put 50,000. But I know in year 5, I'm gonna have to upgrade my equipment, and it's gonna cost 125,000.
Right.
If you put little increments in, then that only affects the levy for, you know, you're only burdening it for that much per year. But come year 6 or 7, you might want a full, you have to put the full spending authority.
Everything in, right.
So at the end of the fiscal year, we do a resolution in here, and it's called committing of funds. So out of that fund balance, so general sup or whatever, so much of that is reserved for, and then you list out those projects.
What it's for.
And then in the budget itself, you'll see at the end, committed, restricted, unreserved. That's where we put all those.
Those funds.
And that's in the 911 fund, which we've never had to put tax money into it. That's the money that the state now can come in and say, oh,
Steal.
it's not committed, so we're gonna take it.
And the land use office will do that for their vehicle.
Mhm.
So each year they'll put money aside. We do it for emergency purposes. We reserve so much for, like, if we have an emergency and had to relocate office spaces or just different things over the years we've committed. Conservation's done it for buildings. When they did the building at Hannon, she committed so much a year. And that's kind of you guys' control. Or, like you said, when you give out the spending authority,
Okay.
when you do that, that's you guys' control.
All righty then. I think that's about it, so I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay, call for vote.
Tippit, aye.
Steve and I.
Bull's eye.